The wind tore across the deserted shoreline, carrying with it the tang of salt and something else, faint and coppery, like blood hidden in the foam. It was dusk, and the sky had folded into bruised purples and grays, streaks of crimson where the sun refused to vanish completely. The waves gnawed at the sand in a rhythm that felt almost like a heartbeat, but irregular, like a warning. Clara's bare feet sank into the wet sand as she walked along the edge of the water. Her red hair whipped around her face, tangling in the salty breeze, and her freckles seemed to catch the fading light, scattering across her skin like constellations. Her blue eyes scanned the horizon, but the ocean tonight seemed endless, dark, and watching. She had always loved this beach. Its solitude, its raw untouched beauty, but tonight it felt wrong. The air carried a whisper, faint at first, curling around her ears like smoke, her name. Clara. The voice was soft, hollow, almost like it came from beneath the waves themselves. She froze, straining, but there was nothing beyond the wind and the relentless lapping of the water. Shaking off the chill that crawled up her spine, she bent to pick up a shell, half buried in the sand. Its blackened surface was perfectly smooth, polished by years of waves. She ran her fingers over it, and felt a shiver that wasn't from the cold. The shell seemed familiar, as if it had been waiting for her. When she looked up, the horizon seemed wrong. Something shifted at the edge of her vision, a shadow sliding along the water's edge, faster than the waves should move. She blinked, and it was gone. Then the sand beneath her feet shifted violently. She stumbled, heart hammering, as more shapes emerged from the shallow surf, figures pale as driftwood, their eyes empty, their mouths opening in silent screams. They reached for her with hands that were more shadow than flesh, leaving wet prints in the sand that faded into nothing. Clara ran, the whispering following her, faster than the wind. Every instinct screamed to flee, yet every step felt guided, her feet drawn deeper into the dunes. The ocean behind her seemed to pulse, the waves rising higher, almost as if alive, and the whispering became a chorus, Clara. Clara. Finally, she collapsed onto the sand, lungs burning, hair plastered to her face. The ocean had settled into an unnatural haunting calm, but the sense of being watched didn't leave as she slowly became one with the sand. That night, the locals said they heard laughter in the waves, a voice calling out over and over, "Red hair, blue eyes, freckles, come play with us." When morning came, the beach was empty. On the sand, a single blackened shell sat, carved with tiny freckles and a streak of flame-red hair pressed into it. And if you listened closely, the waves seemed to whisper still, as if waiting for Clara to return.